so smart and so disciplined and so like completely focused and
Good
dialed in. Great at everything. Great at everything. And the crazy thing is, didn't even start as a striker. Started as a grappler.
He is rightly the #1 contender. According to the rankings, he's the #1 contender. If Justin continues to fight, then he's going to fight the #1 contender.
I think he's wrestled like 8 times this
No,
just fucking dudes up, making all the money. He makes 6 figures every time he picks somebody up, but he's active. He's staying active, staying
competing.
in shape.
Can wrestle like an elite.
Fun, like you look at it, you know, Hoofy coming up, he's a guy who's super hungry, been dying to get into this kind of catapult situation where he can just kind of take that pole position for the contender. But from Arman's perspective, I'm like, man, this is a minefield to have to fight this guy to get to your title shot. And that's strange. And I think part of that, Luke, is because
Arman Tsarukyan has established himself as one of the most dangerous contenders in the UFC. But what makes him such a difficult opponent? His biggest strengths include relentless grappling, physical strength, improving striking, and excellent fight IQ. MMA experts have studied his style and explained why he is such a dangerous matchup. One fighter even pointed out that Arman has completely dominated many of his opponents.
He's a massive star now.
True. Especially online. I don't know how much that translates to the general public. It's for dorks like us. Dorks like us
point. We are some
are
dorks.
riding his nuts. he beat Giorgio twice.
Such a good point.
Is it Lance Palmer, the wrestler that he tech falled with his nuts?
Nuts. Uriah Faber.
Yeah.
Threw over the
That
thing.
was crazy. Why'd you do that? What if you both got hurt? What if you hurt Uriah?
He's a bit of a meathead.
Well, he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He's a full-on psychopath. I mean, he's rich.
Dude, he's so rich.
Literally.
Sometimes you just never know what guys like that are going to throw at you, right? You don't know if he's going to do a spinning back kick, spinning elbow, upward elbow. Yeah. You just never know. But I'm happy the fact that Arman gets the opportunity to fight, because if he wins, when he wins this fight, he should get the next title shot.
We say when he wins.
I'm going for my boy Arman. When he wins.
2. Daniel Cormier has praised Arman Tsarukyan for his non-stop grappling and believes he is one of the best lightweights in the world. Cormier also highlighted Arman's size, strength, and physical power. These qualities allow Arman to control opponents, take them down, and keep them under pressure throughout the fight.
And he's so active in grappling, you know?
Listen, man, this guy might just be the best lightweight in the world. Since Islam's gone, he's really good, man. He's big, he's strong.
you know, probably is going to go bad. So there's a question of like, is this too much too soon for Hoofy relative to how bad he was against BSD? I understand that. On the other hand, like they got to do something with Arman. And if the Charles fight wasn't available for one reason or another, they had to give him somebody. They've reportedly told him, according to Daryl Helwani, that if he wins this, he'll get a title shot, which I think is the right call. Hoofy's building up some momentum, you know, and it's worthy of saying as much. I mean, he was on that White House card for a reason. I think people really like the way that he fights. So like, if Arman wins, he gets a title shot, which I think is important for the division. And if Hoofy wins, I mean, obviously it depends how he wins, but if he's able to resist the takedowns enough where you can be like, wow, he's really moved on from the BSD fight and he wins, this is obviously putting him in title contention as well.
Mauricio Huffy here, but Huffy does pose a threat. You know, we've seen Arman Tsarukyan wobbled before. He's been KO'd earlier in his career. When I landed that knee to his body in our grappling match, I did feel him go a little bit. So there is some like durability issues. I don't want to sort of go too deep into that. But if there's a way to beat Arman, it's to catch him and do some damage to him, or catch him in a finishable position like Charles Oliveira did with the submissions. But Huffy ain't got the submissions of Oliveira, so his best bet is going to be to go out there and score a KO on Arman Tsarukyan in the first or second round of this fight. Could he do it? Yes. But I don't know, man. I think Arman's got this one. All of the work he's been doing in his grappling and his wrestling, and the amount of wrestling contests that he's been entering, it's gonna be in tip-top condition to take a guy like Maurice.
3. Dan Thomas also believes Tsarukyan has faced stronger competition and has a very impressive wrestling background. He explained that Arman's style is extremely difficult to deal with because he is well-rounded. His wrestling, physicality, and ability to fight in different situations make him a dangerous opponent for almost anyone in the division.
Better competition. It's stylistically more difficult based on his ability to He's more durable. He wrestles better. He's just a more stylistically much more difficult.
That style, like his arms are just, like Luffy from One Piece. But he's got the ball and chain style, I call it. Whereas his arms are like chains and then just cannonballs at the end, and then the way he whips it and his evasiveness, the way he looks away from shots. Mixed martial arts. This is artistry, and I'm a big fan of the art. So, yeah. But also Arman, a guy that I think should have probably fought Gaethje, but again, he's been having issues with the UFC.
Yep.
So, he's taking time off, but now he gets to fight and showcase why he's one of the best. And I always think of Arman as a wrestler, but you forget how good his striking is.
Yeah.
Because I think the last time he fought, threw an axe kick.
He said
and I remember thinking, like, where the that was an axe kick. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Like, he threw an axe kick, and I was like, when did he? Because he gets up there as well with the hammer down. So I think he's a dangerous guy. He's a dangerous guy because he's probably the closest to Islam in that weight class. Like, I can't wait till that fight transpires one day. I know we missed it, but I think when it comes to striking, like his striking is different to Islam. Like, Islam is kickboxing.
Yep.
Very technical. I think Arman has got nice boxing, good kicks as well.
Yep.
But his kicks are flashy.
Yep.
Like, also like, just sharp kicks.
But I would say Rufy moves better. But Rufy moves better on the feet. That's one thing that Arman's gonna have to solve.
Footwork. But distance. He's gonna need the distance.
Yes.
That's the thing. Rufy's, that's the thing. If you give him space, that's how it works.
Yep.
So Arman is probably gonna close the distance.
Sertai saw it, but Arman Tsarukyan is not simply looking for another victory. He wants to build a legacy that could eventually make him one of the greatest fighters of his generation. Defeating Mauricio Rufy would be another important step toward that goal. A dominant performance could further prove that Arman belongs among the elite fighters in the UFC.
Confident, I know I'm gonna beat Rufy and then fight for the title and to be a champion. And I wanna be the best ever lightweight fighter.
I got Rufy and now I'm focused on the Rufy. I'm waiting for the best version of Rufy and I'm gonna be ready. Jab, and I have a time to watch his all fights, and he's a good striker. I think right now in our division, one of the best striker, because he knocked out Rafael Fiziev. Fiziev is the best striker as well, and it's gonna be dangerous on the feet, but on the wrestling, I think it's gonna be easier. Yeah, everybody knows I'm gonna shoot, but they don't know when and which round. Maybe it's gonna be round number 4, number 3. So let's see.
Do you think you could knock him out on the feet, though?
I can. I've been in this business a long time, so I have a lot of good knockouts.
At the same time, Arman is not relying only on his wrestling. He also believes his striking can cause serious damage when the fight stays on the feet. He has studied Rufy's previous fights and knows that Rufy is a dangerous striker. Arman understands the challenge, but he also believes his own striking has improved enough to compete with him.
Mauricio Rufy is a very dangerous guy. We saw him at the White House. He absolutely smoked Michael Chandler. And that was one-way traffic all day long. Against Rafael Fiziev at the start of the year. The man's been busy. This is the third fight of the year, by the way. Against Fiziev, second round, knocked him out. I think it was a straight right hand, right? Beautiful shot, took him out. But before that, it was Paris, Benoit Saint-Denis. And Benoit Saint-Denis absolutely ragdolled him before getting a submission due to face crank in the second round, right? And if Benoit Saint-Denis can ragdoll Mauricio Rufy all around the place, then you better bet your bottom dollar that Arman Tsarukyan. If Arman Tsarukyan beats Mauricio Rufy, and I'll say it early, right? He probably will. He'll probably just do what Benoit Saint-Denis did. Mauricio Rufy, he's awesome to watch. I mean, look at that spinning wheel kick over Bobby Green, right? It was phenomenal, but more than likely, he's going to get taken down. Arman Tsarukyan, especially in Los Angeles, right, with a massive Armenian community, right? He's going to have a lot of support in the building. That's why he's on the card. That's why he was fighting Islam Makhachev there, right?
Arman has also noticed a possible weakness in Rufy's game. Rufy previously suffered a submission loss to Benoit Saint-Denis, and Arman believes his superior wrestling could create similar problems. However, Rufy is still a very dangerous fighter with serious power and skill. That is why Arman cannot afford to underestimate him. The fight could come down to a battle between Ruffy's striking and Arman's wrestling, strength, and fight IQ. If Arman can control where the fight takes place, he could have a major advantage.
Arman uses his striking really to set up his grappling, you know? So, I mean, he has got striking, but predominantly he wants to take you down and maul you, you know? You know, he puts that, you know, that arm shield out and, you know, he tries to get you on the back foot and then he chases your legs, you know? Yeah, but, you know, as far as Rufy's, he's a hard puzzle to work out because he's got his hands down. He's drawing you into that space, you know? If you're looking to shoot and someone's got his hands down, it's not as inviting, you know? And he's inviting you into his space, and that's where he's the most dangerous because, you know, he makes his jabs look like uppercuts, you know? His uppercuts look like hooks, and yeah, his punches come out of nowhere, so it's very hard to prepare for it. He hits so hard.
Really hard?
Yeah. Really hard. He whack, and he's got such good timing and such a good eye. Like he just sets little traps up for you. Everything he does, he's doing it for a reason. You know, like I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, there's everything he does. There's reasoning behind it, and he's got such a good. Yeah, like I said, he's got fighter IQ. He's got a good eye, and I think the missing piece was his defensive wrestling. You don't have to be the best wrestler. You don't have to be the best submission artist. As long as you can get back up and knock him out, that's all he needs. And I'm telling you,